This channel is trying to reach people who understand the massive deception, brainwashing, and insane gaslight narcissists create. I know how hard it is to wake up to the narcissistic brainwashing because I was living in its covenant for many decades. Even after facing many challenges and difficulties set forth by these malignant creatures, like being deprived of food, health, and safety, I'm getting out of the narcissistic matrix. Videos on this channel are about my learnings and findings along this process, so that the information here I help others to wake up and get out of the narcissistic matrix for good. Narcissists need you to believe in the gaslight and in the social conditioning crap they've created for hundreds of years. Social conditioning is so prevalent nowadays that most people cannot see the signs written on the wall right before their eyes. The first and most important step you need to take to wake up and to heal from narcissistic abuse is mastery of yourself. Plato said, "The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile." The conquering of self is the way out of the narcissistic matrix. Not just the greatest victory, but the first victory. Nothing else is of consequence until you have gained some level of self-discipline or mastery of yourself. The quote continues, stating that to be conquered by your lack of self-discipline is the most shameful and vile of all fates that could befall you. Self-discipline is something anyone can have or lack. It isn't unique to a country, class, race, creed, color, or any of the other ways narcissists divide humanity. Its presence and absence is as old as humanity. Impulse control is probably the first step and the most obvious one. Self-discipline allows us to ignore these temptations. From my experience, it isn't just one thing that causes me to break down and give in to temptation. There has always been a chain of events that take place leading up to the lapse in self-discipline. Think about that for a moment. If the chain can be broken at any point, you escape for the moment. Narcissists will get you back into their matrix by breaking your lapses in self-discipline. Narcissists need you to live in a reptilian brain, food, fuck, and fight level. Narcissists can entrap you when you become dependent on temptations they create with gaslight. They need you to believe you can only be happy when your temptations are satisfied. Therefore, once your initial urges and temptations are satisfied, new ones will appear and you become entrapped in the Ouroboros or narcissistic matrix. In my experience, I started self-discipline, alkalinizing my organism, and reorganizing my health with very limited resources. Subsequently, getting rid of food and sex temptations. Next, I've started deprogramming my mind and soul with the love of truth. Playing endless computer games or watching TV thrillers can leave you feeling satisfied because something has been completed. This is like meeting your physical hunger by eating junk, then no longer wanting to eat real nutrition. By cutting out your consumption of TV, gaming, or movies, you leave your need for completion free to work on what you really need to be focusing on. Self-discipline is the fuel that gets you places. When you achieve self-discipline and master yourself, you see the truth because you've become true to yourself, and narcissists cannot ever again enslave you in their narcissistic mental matrix. You achieve self-respect with improved physical and mental health. Try not to fail yourself and consider what you need to do to help yourself and your self-discipline. Personally, I think the results are well worth the challenge. I hope this video encourages you to work on your self-discipline journey for you to become free. Thank you for watching this video. Please remember, knowledge is freedom.